Okay, I think we're good. What's good, YouTube? This is Thinking Outside the Box, episode 4.
We
I am
are
your
back.
Koyas, and this is my co-host, the Kids. We've been out for a minute due to work and stuff, but we finna be back consistent. Today, we're going to talk about Ceedee Lamb and Brandon Aiyuk contracts, FSU losing to Georgia Tech, the NFC North prediction, and whatever else we talk about. So first, let's get into these contracts. CeeDee Lamb signed a 4-year extension for 136 mil. That's 34 year, and I'm pretty sure the 100 fully guaranteed is the record of signing. And then Brandon Ayuk signed a 4-year, 120 mil extension. Where's he go? I don't know, but a 4-year, 120 mil for that's 30 years a year. He got 76 mil guaranteed. Uh, I feel that. Hold on. Okay, with these deals, let's talk City on first. I think the connection that he and Dak got, I think, is one of the best connections in the league outside of Mahomes and Kelsey. That might be second. I think last year he had like 181 targets, like 136 catches, something like that, 1,700 yards. And with him signing, I think it's gonna help their offense a lot. Um, it's gonna help Dak as a quarterback. Uh, where for Brandon Ayuk, I know they got Debo, they got CMC, uh, they got George Kittle, but with Ayuk signing, I think this is gonna help Brock Purdy take another step. I think he was great last year. He gets a lot of hate because he came in with the best offense, but in reality, he was a 7-round pick, so we didn't know what it was going to be. But it turns out that he's a pretty good quarterback, and with Ayuk coming back, this is going to make their offense more explosive. He's great after the catch. He can block, great route runner, and I think this is going to just continue. I think this is going to help them continue to be a top 5 offense in the league. Z, what's your thoughts on these contracts?
I thought that they would get done. Um, so this puts CeeDee Lamb second in the league behind Justin Jefferson, and this puts Brendan Aiyuk in the top for fifth with Tyreek Hill a little bit over him. I think this pretty fair. Like you said, uh, you got to pay. You need to pay your top dogs, especially these two, mainly because these two are young. They rising. CeeDee Lamb just came off his best year. Brandon Aiyuk, same as him. And 49ers need that route runner outside of Debo because he's more of the toy. They uh, short yardage rushing. So you need that pure route runner on the outside that can win against man press. So it would have been sad to lose him. And then you got CeeDee Lamb, which everybody knew. I thought I knew he would get his contract. And this both of them, this puts Brandon Aiyuk top 5. I don't think he's there, but top 10. So like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, both of these contracts was well deserved from both of these wide receivers. Now it's just
Uh,
the question on. Now the question is, when will Chase sign his and for how much? Will they sign him for more, or will he be right behind Justin Jefferson? That we know he gonna get signed. Just how much?
uh, I would think he would want like probably a penny more than Justin. I think he deserve it. I mean, I think Justin the best in the league. I would be mad if Chase signed for more than Justin, but I think they should hurry up and sign him. because without him, it's really only T. Higgins, and I think Joe's a great quarterback. And I think he ain't gonna like. I ain't gonna say he gonna rise, but I think he gonna, you know, as a top dog, he gonna do what he do. But they gonna need his no one weapon back. So they need. I think Cincinnati hurry up because they got Cleveland in the division. They got Baltimore, Kansas City, um, Houston, and those teams. Like I think they need to hurry up and sign them. Okay, uh, so now we can talk about a game that happened last week. Florida State, they lost. They got upset by Georgia Tech 24-20, I believe, on a walk-off field goal. Um, so let me ask the Florida State fan, what was your takeaway on the game last week?
I ain't gonna lie. When we scored our first touchdown and went for two, I thought it was just gonna be a blowout, but we couldn't stop the run. Um, it wasn't DJ fault. Like he getting a lot of like criticism on Twitter. It really wasn't his fault. Mainly the coach. They was calling little screens or short plays. They weren't really at him throw the ball. Although he did miss a touchdown to Ja'Kai Douglas, but everybody missed his throws. When he was down 7, he engineered that drive and got us tied up. Our defense couldn't get a stop. Just our line was inconsistent. I don't know why. It's mainly 5th year, 6th year senior, so I don't know why that's happening. We need more prey. Well, no, I won't say more. We need to feed Ja'Kai Douglas the ball more. We gotta be able to run the ball more. And on defense, we just missing tackles. We had the big opportunity to 14-14 get off the field with a fumble. We missed that because people try to pick it up and said just dive on it. The star players, Jackson, Farmer, Peyton, Jones Jr. on the D-line, Lundy, none of them showed up today. Our secondary wasn't that bad, but they didn't really pass that much. So, and yeah, when they did fumble, when it was 21-21, and they got back to 39-40, they was able to get all the yards back because linebackers reacted slow. Our defense not adjusted to the motion. So I think our season is not over. I think we'll be all right. We got to see how we look tomorrow against Boston College because this quarterback did kill us last game. We only won by 2 points, and that was a lucky 2. We went off a face mask penalty. So we just got to be much better, but I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, to add on to your points, yeah, after rewatching, I thought DJ could have did better, but the play calling didn't help him. He took a they called a couple deep shots that he missed, but I do think Florida State they got some they got a couple tough opponents with Miami who looked good yesterday. Notre Dame beat Texas A&M on the road yesterday. But yeah, the D line didn't show up. Tackling was bad. They just let Georgia Tech running back and a quarterback just run up and down the field. So, but I think they'll be all right. I did have them going 9-3 just because they lost Keon Coleman and Jordan Travis. And your boy,
Keep going.
I keep forgetting his name, but yeah. But I think they're gonna be all right. But yeah, it's just some things they gotta fix. They do play another running quarterback tomorrow. Like you said, killed y'all last year. Um, but I think they're gonna be more prepared for him this year, and I think that the game is not gonna be really close. So yeah.
Man, I hope so. I need to keep my stress level down. But yeah, like this shows that it's important to address important positions. We didn't really address the linebacker position as I thought we should have. The D line, I'm not really too mad at who we have. They just didn't perform. Like Patrick Payton is projected to be like a first round pick, and I didn't know he was on the field. He really did not do anything. Shout out to Blake Nicholson when he came down here a few times. Maybe he needs to get more reps starting or something. But other than that, we'll just see what's going on down the road in the season.
Yeah, okay. So, since I'm a Tennessee fan, I'll talk briefly about that game. They ended up playing Chattanooga. They won 69-3. I thought Nico was throwing the ball like he down the field, over the middle, great throws. I thought Dante Thornton had a great game yesterday. I think he had like 3 catches, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Simpson, another 3 touchdown game, 124 yards. Nico had 300 something yards in the first half. I thought shout out to my boy Tyree West, man. He came to play yesterday on the D line. He had a sack, a couple of tackles, and overall, it was just overall dominance from start to finish. So, yeah.
Mainly, yeah, like all the things you said is true. Just really mainly what you expect once a powerhouse is playing like a mid to low level school. So yeah, we'll see how UT do. They do have a pretty good team coming. They do play NC State, who has a great receiver as well. Conception, whatever his name is, he's a pretty good receiver. So we see how that secondary holds up against them.
Oh yeah, and by the way, for my prediction, I think our record is going to be 10-2. But let's see what the future holds.
Yeah, to get my position, I think FSU will go 10-2. Like I said, I'd be cool with 90. Like I was saying 93 if we didn't lose to Georgia Tech. So now maybe might be 8-4. Where that's no, but if we go 93, I'm cool. We lost double-digit players and like good players, so I wouldn't really trip. But I think we should be able to make it back to the ACC championship. But which it will be hard. It will be hard because I ain't gonna lie, Miami, they looked super good yesterday. I mean, oh my goodness, they beat the doors off of Florida, which Florida's not good either. Disclaimer, they're not good either, but
Yeah,
they just
they terrible.
I thought it'd be a closer game, and it was just easy.
Let me see. Mari said, "Stop smiling." Will said, "What's up? What's good with you?" Long said, "FSU 10-2 is crazy." I don't think it's crazy.
We'll see. No, I won't do no more talking for I'm not doing no more talking to the end of the season. So we'll see.
10-2 was crazy. But they do I believe go to Notre Dame, do play at Miami, and they do play Clemson. But with them losing to Georgia Tech, I mean possible, but I don't think they're gonna go 10-2 anymore. But let's see.
We just play bad. What you mean? How is that not? How is that not crazy? We just we played bad. Like we played bad, lost by 3. Like be for real. Like I said, we're okay. That we can get better. Well, he said all the teams are better. We can't get better. Like we played during week 0. Like we can't get better from week 0 to week 12, week 10. We have to face Clemson, Notre Dame. Notre Dame didn't look good yesterday. Clemson for sure didn't look good yesterday. The only team that looked good in a week in our first game was NC State in Miami, and we don't have to play NC State, so we should be fine. We're good, and we have one of the best coaches, so we should be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with Clemson. Dabo, he think that just not going to the transfer portal and sticking with his guys, that's not going to help, man, because the teams you're playing, they getting better. Like Georgia, SEC top dog. And you got to go to Florida State. don't know if you play Miami or what, but if you got to play Miami, you might play Notre Dame. I don't know if y'all play Notre Dame. Y'all might have to play Notre Dame. So Clemson not improving. Their roster is, I don't know. Let's see. K didn't look. He didn't look good yesterday. I thought the D line looked good yesterday though, but the offense, no, they look terrible. But let's just see what the future holds for Clemson. So they played better teams than Georgia Tech. You got to beat Georgia Tech. What are you talking about, Clemson?
He talking about Clemson and Notre Dame. Clemson, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, I think, will beat Georgia. Clemson. Did you watch Clemson yesterday? The offense is terrible. And they like I said, their D line was they would look good yesterday, but if you can't score, then what? Let's see. Yes, they played Georgia. I mean, they played top dog, but they didn't look good against that top dog. Like they scored 3 points yesterday. Like like I said, I love what I saw from their defense. I did. I'll give you that. But they offense, no. Y'all give us some questions. We're gonna talk about the NFC North later. If Florida State played Georgia, they would have beat them by 50.
Hey, that's his opinion. You didn't think that? Like I said, UT. Y'all play UT. Y'all play Georgia.
Did you think Georgia looked good yesterday? Like keep it 100 with me. Did you think Georgia looked good yesterday? K missed a few deep balls. Not gonna lie, he didn't play good at all. Yeah, I think K gonna have to step it up, man.
All I'm gonna say is to Zaron, Mr. Tennessee fan, y'all gotta meet them Georgia boys too. So we'll see what y'all do.
Let me stop putting the comments up on the screen. Maury said, "What y'all think about Arizona yesterday?" I did not watch that game, but box score. McMillan's him. Got argument between him and Burden, hold the best receiver in the league, man. He's really him. 10 for 304 yards, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, dog, man. He's a dog. I hope he got y'all watching now because
Yeah, I didn't really watch the game, but from what I've seen, they don't really have a good run defense. I'm pretty sure New Mexico rushed for over 100 yards on them, and it was a close game at first, so they was actually hanging around. They ended up getting like large at the end, but yeah, a top 10 duo in college football, maybe top 5. Noah Fafetta and they call him T Mac McMillan, wide receiver. That's just a crazy duo. Glad they came back to that school. They gonna come in there, you feel me? They could push for a playoff spot, and I would love to see them. I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see McMillan go against like a powerhouse, like him versus Will Johnson or him versus Travis Hunter or something. Like just go against a powerhouse school, just see how he perform. But yeah, he's definitely top 3 wide receiver. He's not number 3. That's all I have to say. If I was a team, I definitely would consider drafting him first wide receiver off the board. Just that size, and he got breakaway speed along with the contested catch abilities. So yeah, he's just a dog.
Yeah, that looked good. They did. I ain't gonna lie. Yep, they did. I loved what I seen from the freshman. Ryan Williams, is that his name?
Yeah.
That's the first name. I thought Haynes ran the ball very well yesterday. The defense showed up, of course. Bama, one thing about Bama gonna always have a good defense. It's just whether if Milroe can, uh, up his game up. 'Cause I thought last year, I don't like Milroe personally, but I did. He got better as the season went on. But yeah, Bama definitely looked good yesterday. Z don't need to say nothing about the college team. He got the Slayers team.
There's a man who's a
Fresh-
UT fan who ain't seen him won nothing since he been alive. Ain't seen him won no. They ain't won no SEC championship. I ain't want to say nothing, but he keep coming at us. But you feel me?
tight. Freshman from Alabama played, yeah. A lot of the true freshmen played pretty straight yesterday. Yes, sir. Man, what? We looked real good. My boy Keon Sapp, 2 picks. Yep.
And true freshman Jeremiah Smith real good too. After he dropped his first pass, he had over 96. He had over 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he real good. Can end up being no wide receiver 1 this year.
Yeah. Oregon, I just want to say, y'all are sorry. I'm sorry. Like, y'all number 3, and y'all came out and played like that against Idaho at home. 24 points. Are y'all going to help Dylan Gabriel or what, man? Like, come on.
To be fair, they was. I went back and checked like the drives and see what was going on. To be fair, they was easily moving the ball when it was up 14-0. And you said help him. Gabriel did fumble, so yeah, they just couldn't. They really just couldn't finish drives. I think that'd be all right. Like I said, that'd be okay. The coach is a very good coach. He gon' like he said in the press conference. There's a lot of stuff they need to work on, so he gon' get them right. Not tripping about that.
Dropped first pass and had a glass star. Who was you talking about?
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, he very special. Very special. Y'all keep coming with them questions. Like I said around like the 35 mark, we do our NFC North predictions. Let's talk about the SEC, boy. I saw they had 5 60-point wins yesterday, which is, I believe, a record. That's crazy. I know everybody played some teams, but to win by 60, that's man, that's a lot of points to be scoring in one game.
Yeah, SEC, they got a lot of talented teams. Texas now, Alabama always, Tennessee a talented team. Um, help me. Georgia,
Georgia,
Arkansas, pretty
Oklahoma,
solid.
Oklahoma, solid.
Oklahoma now, solid.
Auburn, oh
They
my
look
God.
okay. What's up,
I'm
Mark?
surprised. I'm surprised how Mississippi State today. That was crazy. I didn't expect that. They came out and played no games. Even Vanderbilt got a win yesterday. Y'all keep talking about y'all.
They did be an ACC team.
I'm just saying
They
though.
bad. But to be fair, I do be a little bit too harsh. I forgot they had a good year. Like what was it? 2 years ago, they beat Florida. What year was that?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, man.
I'm surprised that what's his name not starting? They're starting somebody else.
Oh, you talking about Johnson, the black quarterback?
He's not starting.
They got dude from I forgot where he went to. I remember him. I think he went to like New Mexico State or something. Okay. Ron said natty predictions.
Natty predictions.
Who, I ain't really thought about who was going to go to the Natty.
I got Georgia and Texas. Georgia win. Probably just be
I'm gonna
safe.
agree with you on that, but I think Texas gonna come out the upset. Archie Manning had with 2 touchdowns yesterday. Yep. Vandy looked at that. Vandy looked at man. They came out. That was playing. You know. And Virginia came back, but then they went to overtime. Vandy scored, and then Vandy ended up stopping Virginia Tech. I was very surprised. I thought Virginia Tech was gonna come and walk like dog walk them. I'm gonna be honest, but they actually came out and played great. Maury said, and also, what y'all think? Do y'all think Colorado can stay consistent? Offensively, yes. They did the same thing last year. They was great. Well, I'm gonna say passing wise, yes. They still have a problem with running the football, and they still having problems with blocking. That's gonna be a big problem when they have to play better teams. Defensively, I don't like what I'm seeing. They they don't get pressure. They're not sound in the back end whenever they miss tackles. And they played North Dakota State, who was one of the premier FCS teams, but that's still FCS school. Now, when they play, when Colorado have to play the upper teams in the Big 12, they don't get their tackling together. There's gonna be problems. They're gonna have to get into shootouts like they did last year, where they was losing because they was playing a better team than them.
Yeah.
But I do like Ford and Travis Hunter connection though for sure.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what you said, yeah, defense is going to be bad again. But I don't know what his name is, but shout out to the middle linebacker they just got. I forgot your name, but he was making tackles. Other than him, the defense wasn't really. It's probably gonna be bad again. The O line was better from last year, but it's consistent. Shador, top quarterback prospect. Travis Hunter, one of the top prospects as well. Great connection, but not to sleep on the other people. They got Will Shepherd. I'm pretty sure he was transfer from Vandy. Yeah, he's a good wide receiver. You got Jimmy Horn, very slept on, underrated receiver. So, like you said, the offense still gonna be straight. Just can the O-line be more consistent, and can they find a way something for defense?
Okay, wrong say. I just want to say I didn't see none of Will Cousins touch the Luke just got a new starting quarterback. Georgia didn't look good to me. Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same page because even though Clemson played Georgia, Georgia did not look good.
But not like in terms of what though, cause is it because it was close the first few quarters? I mean, at half really was what at halftime. Last time they played Clemson, it was they won 10-3. I'm pretty sure they went on in that same season went to the playoffs. So they in the second half they turned up. Malachi Starks got a crazy interception. Defense stayed A1 the whole game, and then the offense started to pick it up. What didn't look good? The offense because they didn't put up a lot of points in the first two
Hey
quarters.
man, they were sluggish in the first half. That did came out second half, but I just didn't think Georgia offense didn't look, you know, good. But defense,
They also
Georgia
didn't
gonna
have
always.
ATM to be fair. But
Yeah, ETN was suspended, which is crazy. They suspended him the day of the game, but Colorado defense is sorry. Yes, they is. That boy Jimmy Horn. Shout out to Jimmy Horn, man. Shout out to him. I want to talk a little. Let me go ahead to that Auburn. Peyton Thorne. think he's from Michigan State. I don't know. He's a transfer, but that and they got somebody else too, the receiver that I'm forgetting, but
Cam
I,
Coleman, 5-star.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I thought Auburn came out and did what they're supposed to do. Ole Miss, as Dart had 6 total touchdowns, like 500 something yards. But yeah,
Oh, Auburn won 73-3.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They won 73-3. Bama won 63-0. We won 69-3. Mississippi State won. State They went crazy. Texas won 52-0. Oklahoma won 52-3 or 51-3. That was a lot. Like SEC came out and playing no games. Vanderbilt won 34-27. Hey man, the only team that made us look bad for real was Florida, man. Oh my God. That is terrible. God.
Mertz got injured, but I ain't gonna lie, DJ Lagway, he can go ahead and I don't know how bad he's Mertz is injured, but if he can start, he look solid. He a 5-star too. So let's see if the offense can get some more juice. And he's a way better runner than Mertz, so that
Yeah.
can bring another dimension to the offense. So
Why Travis get suspended? I think he had a DUI charge. So they suspended him. I mean, Z, if you want to go ahead and get any predictions, we can, or if you want to wait.
we can go ahead.
All right, y'all. So we finna get into our NFC North predictions. We're gonna start off with the Minnesota Vikings. So week 1, they are at the Giants. What do you got winning?
I actually have them winning.
I do. I have the well. Week 2 versus the 49ers.
L.
I have it as well. Week 3 at home versus the Texans.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 4 on the road versus Green Bay.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 5 at home versus the Jets.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 6 they bye week. Week 7 at home versus Detroit.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 8 on the road versus the Rams.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 9 at home versus the Colts.
W.
I have a dub against the Colts as well. Week 10 on the road versus Jacksonville.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 11 on the road versus Tennessee.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 12 on the road versus Chicago.
L.
I have an L as well. Week 13 at home versus the Cardinals.
Dub.
I have a dub as well. Week 14 at home versus the Falcons.
Dub.
Ooh, we got the same. I got dub too. Week 15 at home versus the Bears.
L.
I gave them a dub right here. Week 11 on the road versus Seattle.
L.
Yeah, as well. Week 17 at home versus the Packers.
L.
I gave them a L as well. And then week 18 on the road versus Detroit.
L.
L as well.
But could be dub if the Lions already have the division locked up in the playoff seeding. But yeah, man, this guy they have them first. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 weeks. That's one of the hardest schedules in the league. Like that, them even getting the win versus the Giants may be hard. Like it was really hard to give them 5 wins just because JJ McCarthy's injured and he probably wasn't going to really do nothing anyways. B, you lost Danielle Hunter, so you have even less talent on the defense. But you do. They still got Brian Flores as a D coordinator, right? So he makes stuff work. So they could have a middle of the pack defense. And C, I just don't think Sam Darnold's good. Just Jefferson gonna get his yards. They have a solid O line. You got T.J. Hawkinson come back off injury. Aaron Jones. They got some or Addison. They got pieces, but I just don't think Sam Darnold's good. So I got them at 5-12, and it was hard. It was hard to get on 5. Like, it really was.
I get on 6-11. I thought against the Falcons that was gonna be my upset. That I get them to win. I thought they could at home. I think they could upset the Falcons. Yeah, the Vikings is good. Vikings not beating the Titans. Be real. I mean, the Titans. I think they are one of my most improved teams, but I just think Minnesota gonna win. And you never know.
That game would be like a pick'em game. Cause I forgot.
Yeah, that's really
I keep forgetting that Tennessee got 2 new corners. They got Wuzue and they got Snead, and then D Hop will be back by. They play after week 6, so he'll be back. So that's probably gonna be an L2. I forgot about that. But yeah, y'all definitely should.
It really just depends. It really just depends on what the Vikings do at the trade deadline. I know they're gonna be looking for a quarterback because after they play the Jaguars week 10, well, I don't know. The trade deadline gonna probably be after they play the Rams. They could very well go like 4-13, maybe 3-13. I'm 3-14, so you never know. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears. First week is at home versus the Titans.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 2 on the road versus the Texans.
L.
I gave them L as well. Week 3 on the road versus the Colts.
L.
I gave them a dub right here. Week 4 at home versus the Rams.
Dub.
I gave them an L right here. Week 5 at home versus the Panthers.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 6 at home versus the Jags.
L.
I gave them an L as well. Week 7 is their bye week. Week 8 on the road versus the Commanders.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 9 on the road versus the Cardinals.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 10 at home versus the Patriots.
Dub.
I gave them a dub. Week 11 at home versus the Packers.
L.
I gave them a dub right here. Week 12 at home versus the Vikings.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 13 on the road versus the Lions.
L.
I gave them an L as well. Week 14 on the road versus the 49ers.
L.
I gave them an L as well. Week 15 on the road versus the Vikings.
Dub.
I gave them an L right here. Week 16 at home versus the Lions. Hold on. Yeah, week 11. Week 16 at home versus the Lions.
Dub.
Handwriting is. I gave them an L. Week 17 at home versus the Seahawks.
L.
I gave them a dub right here, and then week 18 on the road versus the Packers.
Dub.
I gave them an L right here. I got them going 9-8. What I'm going?
I gotta go on 10-7. I think if as long as Keenan Allen can at least play 14 games and the defense is solid, they should be a playoff team. Fight for that seventh seed.
So I think Caleb gonna be. I think he'll be his rookie year. He got the weapons to do so. So yeah, I like Chicago. Right, I think Chicago gonna make the playoffs this year. Okay, so now we're on the Packers. Uh, week one in Brazil against the Eagles.
L.
I get an L right here. Week two at home versus the Colts.
Dub.
I get him a dub right here as well. Week three on the road versus the Titans.
Dub.
Get him a dub as well. Week four at home versus the Vikings.
Dub.
I get him a dub as well. Week five on the road versus the Rams.
Week 5.
Yeah,
L.
I get him an L as well. Week six at home versus the Cardinals.
Dub.
I get him a dub as well. Week eight on the road versus the Jags.
L.
I get him a dub right here. Week nine at home versus the Lions.
Dub.
I get him a dub as well. Week 10 is a bye week. Week 11 on the road versus Chicago.
Dub.
I get him an L right here. Week 12 at home versus the 49ers.
Dub.
I get him an L right here. Week 13 at home versus the Dolphins.
L.
I get him an L as well. Week 14 on the road versus Detroit.
L.
I get him an L as well. Week 15 on the road versus Seattle.
Dub.
I get him a dub as well. Week 16 at home versus the Saints.
Dub.
I get him a dub as well. Week 17 on the road versus the Vikings.
Dub.
I get him a dub as well. And then week 18 at home versus the Bears.
L.
I get him a dub right here. I got them going 11-6.
I do too. Probably need to have that flipped. Bears and the Packers, but like they both losing to each other, but Packers went at home and Bears went at home. But just to give my reason why 11-6, they have a pretty good roster. Wide receiver, seeing who gonna take over wide receiver one position is a question. We gotta see how Josh Jacobs is. See if the O-line can play well. And the main point, I think the defense will be good as long as Jair just stay healthy and Rashawn Gary, that's it. But and they do get Eric Stokes back. But to add, mainly the question is, can Jordan Love play how he played in the last few weeks of the season? If he's able to, they're easily 11-6 and easily in the playoffs and can easily make an NFC Championship game. But if he's not, this team could be disappointing and win like 8-9 games.
I just love the future shot over there in Green Bay. I think Jordan Love gonna take that next leap and be uh, for sure top 10 QB if he not already is. Josh, yeah, we do need to see how Josh Jacobs is because AJ Dillon, I just saw he out for the remainder of the season. So Josh Jacobs will get that bell cow. He was a bell cow at the Raiders, so that shouldn't be a problem. Like you said, we need to see who's gonna take that uh, the lead to be the number one. I believe it's gonna be Christian Watson if he stay healthy, but we never know. And I do love. I like that defense, and with Matt LaFleur there, I think it'll be all right, and for sure playoff team. And last but not least, the Detroit Lions. Um, week one is at home versus the Rams.
Dub.
Yeah, I'm a dub as well. Week two at home versus the Bucks.
Actually gave him an L.
I give them a dub right here. Week three on the road versus the Cardinals.
Dub.
I give them a dub as well. Week four at home versus the Seahawks.
L.
I give them a dub right here. Week five is their bye week. Week 6 on the road versus the Cowboys.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 7 on the road versus the Vikings.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 8 at home versus the Titans.
I gave him an L. Upset.
That could tell y'all watch out for Tennessee, but I gave them a dub right here. Week 9 on the road versus the Packers.
Dub.
I gave them an L right here. Why did I write the Titans twice? That must be Texans. I meant to put the Texans. So week 10 on the road versus the Texans.
Dub.
I gave them an L right here. Week 12 on the road. Hold on, week 11, my fault. At home versus the Jags.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 12 on the road versus the Colts.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 13 at home versus the Bears.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 14 at home versus the Packers.
Dub.
I gave them a dub as well. Week 15 at home versus Buffalo.
16.
No, it's 15.
Dub.
I gave them a L right here. Week 16 on the road versus the Bears.
L.
I gave them a dub. Week 17 on the road versus the 49ers.
Dub.
I gave them an L right here. At week 18 at home versus the Vikings.
Dub.
I gave them those. Well, I got them going 13-4.
I do too. Who the losses to?
Packers, Texans, Buffalo, and the 49ers.
Yeah, I have the same record. Just I think they can honestly push for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Honestly, and hot take. If we had to give our Super Bowl predictions, I would say, not gonna lie, I would say Chiefs versus Lions. I ain't gonna lie. No. We're not doing that. No, it's too early right now. But if they made Super Bowl, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think J-Mo.
I mean, we give our Super Bowl predictions. Season start next week.
I mean, I'm gonna keep picking Chiefs till I gotta see them get knocked off first. For the NFC, it's really 4 teams. The Eagles' offense is crazy. You got the 49ers, then you got the Lions. The 49ers making it again. Forget hot take. We're going Lions. Man. We're going Lions.
I don't hate that. I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles Chiefs. I don't see nobody knocking off the Chiefs in the AFC. And then I just think with Jalen being bad last year, the only thing he can do is go up from here. Our offense is immaculate. I think we're going to be a top 3 offense. It's just whether if Vic Fangio can have our defense be better, way better than what it was last year. Because I think our defense is awful, especially with Matt Patricia. I don't even know why he was coaching, but I think we're going to be improved defensively. So that's why I picked us and the Chiefs.
But go back to the Lions. I think Jameson Williams can have his best year this year. Still got St. Brown, top 6 wide receiver, could be top 5. Sam Laporta, top 7, top 6. I would have to think about the tight ends. Probably top 2 O-line, probably top 3 O-line. Jared Goff is solid. He good QB. Defense, you got a solid D-line. I like the young linebackers. The question mark is just as DBs. They did bring in Arnold, but other than that, we got to see how they perform because they was mainly the problem last year.
Yeah, I don't see how this team take a step back. They offense great. They got probably the best 1-2 punch in the backfield in the league with Montgomery and Gibbs, Jared Goff, solid QB like you said. I think they got the I think they got the best offensive line in the game. Just because we lost Jason Kelsey, so I think they got the best offensive line. They got top six receiver. Jameson Williams, I think, gonna take that step. Like Sam Laporta gonna take us. Defense should be better. Like you said, the secondary was what held them back. They got a great deep line. Linebackers good. Yeah, I don't see how Detroit don't win at bare minimum 12 games.
Yep. I think this division is to go overall. So I think this division, all three teams could make the playoffs. I got Justin Jefferson having a bounce back crazy season, at least 1,600 yards. I think Jordan Addison hit over 1,000 as well. For the Bears, I think if they can have 2,000 wide receivers, Jalen Johnson cements himself as a top 5 corner this year. For the Lions, uh, St. Brown has the same year he had last year. Jameson Williams proves himself as a young wide receiver. And for the Packers, I think Jair gets back to the top 6 cornerback spot. Josh Jacob uh, goes up the running back rankings this year. And I think Romeo Dobbs will be their best wide receiver this season.
Okay. I do think uh, this will have 3 playoff teams. Um, like we talked, Detroit just like I talked about, they could be the best team record wise in the NFC. The Packers, I think Jordan Love takes that next leap. Josh Jacobs, he's just gonna go back to what he was in 2022. I think Christian Watson gonna emerge into the number 1 receiver with Dobbs and Jaden Reed, Musgrave or Luke Musgrave. Hopefully he can be healthy and be good for them. I like their offensive line. The defensively, like you said, Jair, go back to that. I think he'll be a top corner sure if he stay healthy. Rashawn Gary, monster off the edge. So yeah. And Chicago, I think Caleb gonna be. I don't know if he can have a better year than CJ, but I think he can have a year that CJ had with the weapons he have with DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, who was great. Both of those seasons was great last year. And then Roma Duze coming in as a rookie. And then they got Cole Kmet and their defense, like you said, Jalen Johnson gonna submit himself, top 5 corner. Brisker, Montez Sweat. I'm glad they traded for him last year. That helped their defense a lot. So yeah, and then Minnesota, they with them losing Danielle Hunter and losing J.J. McCarthy is what's doing it for them because Justin Jefferson, like I said, best receiver in the game. They got one of the better left tackles in the game, and Christian Durasol. They brought in Aaron Jones. They got Jordan Addison, who will take a leap in his second year. They got Hawkinson. Even though he's coming off injury, he's going to be one of the better tight ends like he always is. But, yeah, so I think this division is going to be very competitive this year.
Yep, I agree.
Well, if you ain't got anything else, I'll close this out while we finna watch this LSU game. You got anything else to talk about?
Oh, let's talk about who you got in the LSU game. You got LSU?
Yeah, I think I think it's going to be a pretty high scoring game, but ultimately I think LSU going to come out because I think they got the better defense. So I think LSU going to win.
I got LSU by double digits. I don't think USC is. I don't even. Who's their quarterback?
Moss, Miller Moss or something like that. Zachariah Branch.
Where did quarterback play in the bowl game? He transferred?
Yeah, their start quarterback is Miller Moss. I don't know.
They on right now?
Yeah, they're the game on right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we go ahead and close it out. A little short episode, good episode. Getting back to the groove of things. We will be more consistent. So yeah, go ahead and close this out.
Thanks for everybody tuning in on episode 4 of Thinking Outside the Box. Like you said, we're gonna try to be more consistent. The NFL starts next week, so hopefully we'll try to get an episode out. Hopefully every week. If not, then just be more consistent. Thanks, and I'll see y'all hopefully next week.
Keep God in your life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.